Each living creature fights for survival, a basic principle on how to live for life. For us, human beings, we have one goal in life, and that is to live abundantly, peacefully, and happily. But this pandemic could hinder our plans, work, and routines for our daily living. Shall we let this destroy ourselves? Napakalaking epekto po sa atin ngayon itong pandemic. Marami ang nawawalan ng pag-asa. Padadala ba tayo? In this modern world, there are many ways how to earn for a living. Making business and the needs of people during this pandemic, or doing the basic small businesses that the others have. Some people aim to comply the basic needs of men. The most important one is to eat 3 times a day. Are you contented on this? Or there are still more that you want? If you're looking around, many of us have gadgets. Most likely people are logging into Facebooks. Good if they're using it for business, but they are just spending loads without getting benefits from it. It's better if they're using it through trading and other investments in the market. Nitong panahon ng pandemic, kanya-kanyang diskarte ang mga tao para mabuhay. Pero ganito na lang ba palagi hanggang matapos itong pandemic? Kontento na lang ba tayo? Sa palagay ko hindi. Kasi kahit sa ating sitwasyon ngayon, patuloy pa rin tayo sa paghanap ng oportunidad.
If you're to choose, which do you prefer, to become poor or to become rich? Surely you will choose to become rich. According to Robert Kiyosaki, the only difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. Are we using our time wisely? If you spend much time to work and earning money, then you will become rich. But if you spend much time in relaxing, then surely you will become poor. So the option is within ourselves, and the only being that we fight every day is no less than ourselves. So we will push ourselves to work and earn without wasting our time. That's why others called it as time is gold.
Most of the people also are working diligently, but there is no improvement. What's wrong? It's maybe because of our behavior on how to spend our money. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. So, it's much better to have a budget so that you can make sure of your savings. And in order that your money will multiply fast, put it into investments. It might be in etoro or Col Financial and many others in the market. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It's just normal to have ups and downs in life that we should face, and we must be brave enough to counter it. In order to succeed, your device for success should be greater than your fear of failures. Good for this time of pandemic, that we could not roam around and we could save money. To become successful, it does not require a degree. At least you know the basic education, how to read, write, and arithmetic. And all the things that you want to learn is now found in the internet. No need to go to school. No need to spend much time to enroll a course just to learn what you want to learn. Your diligence and courage is important enough in order to achieve your goals in life. If you're going to observe in our environment, there are still many of us who are in poverty line or below from it. But there are some who elevate themselves despite their poor situation in life. I think it's not too late to change our direction where we are going. It is much better to imitate the people who become successful. Let's try to follow their footsteps, how they manage themselves in order to reach our goals and ambitions in life. I know that some of us are already comfortable in our comfort zones. Despite that, there are still many opportunities that lies ahead, waiting for us to grab them. All progress takes place outside the comfort zones. So, in this context, it tells that we can do more and do better in a new horizon. Chris Grosser said, "Opportunities don't happen, you create them." Why not try and grab these opportunities? Sam Coates said, "If you are not willing to rest the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary." Kaya kung gusto po nating umasenso, kailangan nating lumabas sa ating komportabling kalagayan. Kailangan nating subukan ang mga ibang oportunidad kahit may work na po tayo, lalo na ngayon itong pandemic. Ang dami po nating makitang oportunidad sa internet kung tayo po ay mag-aral lamang. Ang mga taong may malaking pangarap ay sumusungkab sa kahit na anong oportunidad para magkaroon ng ibang income. Ganyan lang po dapat marunong tayong dumiskarte lalo na ngayon.
I think it is not a mistake by anybody in the current situation of our lives, and we could not blame them, but rather we can blame ourselves. We did not push a move in order to be progressive. We are just contented on what we have. Maybe we forgot that we have our kids that need us in their journey for the future. So we should inspire ourselves by twisting our mindset so that we can help them become more successful than us. Jim Rohn said, "If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse." Finding a way is what we want to follow so that all our dreams will come true and realized. If you dream it, you can do it. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. By this time, I know that your mind is already conditioned what to perform for a change for attitude and beliefs in order to have a very comfortable life. That all you want must be there. In order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. Without doubts and foster confidence within ourselves, we can really do it. And above all, we should always anchor these things to our Almighty. Germany Kent quotes, "With God, there is always an appointed time for things, and when you put Him first, trust in His timing, and keep the faith, miracles happen." We must keep on fighting. Fight for this challenge. Ignore the situation. Think for the future. Gradually, we will wake up in the morning that everything is just a past.